ourselves from if we had self-control. That applies in all areas of our lives. So there is this saying that Tony Robbins says, you get rewarded in public for whatever you practice in private. The reading of the Bible, people must see it. People must see it. Because every time we interact with somebody, everything that comes out of our mouth, what is it? The word has so much power. So much power. What are we telling ourselves? Tomorrow when you go out, or later when you ask people, how are you doing? And we're always complaining most of the time. I keep talking about this because I hear it every single day. And we are different. We don't have to be like everybody else. As Raul said, do not conform to the world. We are here. We are being fed every single Sunday, but we should be fed every single day. Do we eat only once a week? No. We eat every single day, 3, 4, 6 times a day, right? But, I mean, could you imagine if we were eating the word every single day, learning about it? Because you know what happens? And I'm not saying this because I think I'm it or I'm perfect. No, because that's what God is calling me to do, to dig even more into the word. To go, and it's going to start coming out of us. I don't know if you've ever seen, there's this little video that if there's a cup with coffee and you put a drop of water in it, or Coke or whatever, some dark liquid. You put a drop of, and just do it when you get home with your family. You put a drop of water, clear water, clean water, you won't even notice because it's so small, right? What happens if you keep pouring? The dark liquid starts coming out, but it's going to take a while. I really invite you to do this little exercise. Start pouring the clean water, and it's going to take a long time for the whole water, the dark water, to spill. But eventually, you'll have clean, clear water. What does that mean? That every single day, the little things that we do, those are the ones that are going to have a huge impact in our life, okay? I recently ran a 10K, okay? So 10K is 6 miles. My 6.2, thank you. I'm still in my point 2. So my nieces, they're 30, 32, and 15 years old. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But then I go, God, I want you to use me. I want to prove to the Lord that I am available, that I want to be obedient. And what does running have to do with following the Lord and being obedient? Because that makes discipline. You know, that creates those habits. I didn't want to run. I would wake up every day at 4:30 in the morning and I would go run 5:30 in the morning. It was dark. It was cold. It was wet. I never felt like I wanted to go running. I never did, but I did it. And guess what? I finished the race. I actually beat my own time. I've never run that fast in my life. And every single step of the race, I wanted to quit. I was like, I'm going to stop for a little bit. And I keep looking around. And I keep seeing all these people from all walks of life, different ages. I'm 45. I saw people, with all due respect, way older than me. And I was like, and they were going. And I'm like, they are probably having exactly the same thoughts. I should stop. This is stupid. Why am I running? But you know what? They kept on going. So this is us, our family. We have to keep on pushing ourselves. We have to seek to surround ourselves with those people that challenge you, that pushes you. In our case, what do we need? People that help us get closer to the Lord. That when they speak the word, right? Because that's what we want to invite in our life. And we want people to see the changes in us. Nothing is going to impact others, only the way we behave. When you fall in love, if you have at some point in your life, I hope you're still with your beautiful wives and husbands, but you wanted to be with that person all the time. You felt attracted to them, right? So how do we get people to feel attracted to the Lord? By being love, by being kindness, by being service, by speaking life. people are going to be like, yes, you know what? I want what Tony has. He's always, I feel peace when I'm around him. I feel what I want what Isabel has got. You know, every time I get close to her, she makes me feel at peace. Eventually, people are going to ask you, oh, if you get bold enough, you can tell them, I eat Jesus every day. I get in the Word. This is how I get my happiness. You know, that's what we want. And nothing is going to replace that but the true transformation that comes through Him. Because we're nothing. We're nobody without Him. But when He sees that we're seeking every single day, He's going to give us the Word. He's going to put the people in front of us. And He's going to guide us to bring more people to His ways, to His life. So in Proverbs 18:21, it says, this goes with our lengua, with our tongue. Proverbs 18:21, the tongue has a power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Think about it. There's another saying in the world that says, keep your words sweet in case you have to eat them. Right? And sometimes the stuff that comes out of our mouth, nobody wants to eat it. Not even ourselves. It'll be so bitter and so bad. And not only what we say to others, also what we're telling ourselves every single day. Sometimes we're harsh. And we don't even have to say it, but are in the thoughts that are going in the mind. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. Could you imagine if everything that you tell yourself, you tell it to a little baby, to a little kid, a 5-year-old, sit him on a chair and tell him how unworthy and lazy and this and that? Be gracious to yourself. Be careful with your words. That's why the Word will feed you with good stuff. And what's in the heart, what comes everything that comes in, that's what's gonna come out. It is impossible that we start saying the wrong things if we are full with the Lord and with the Word of God. We don't have that much time, so I want to finish with this. We're gonna go to Luke 1:38. Behold, I am the Lord's servant. Let it be done to me according to your word. Okay? 2026 is 3 days away. Last week, Pastor Debbie talked about how Joseph and Mary were instruments and God used them. Are we going to be like Mary and Joseph and say yes and be obedient and make the changes that we need to do? We cannot take the old us, the old self, to the new year. Because if we continue to do the same things are going to continue to happen. Nothing is going to change. We're going to be in 2027, and we're going to look back, and we are still the same old. So what are we willing to do this year? And my message goes exactly with Raul. It's the new habits. So I want to invite you to pray to the Lord. Reset myself, Lord. Renew me. I want to be better for you. But I need to change my habits, my daily routines and my daily habits. Are we going to be like Mary and take some action and be willing and be obedient?